Hey everyone, it's David. And you know what? It's getting to be that time of year where people start putting logs in their fireplace and getting nice and cozy, maybe drinking a nice hot cup of hot chocolate perhaps? I know that's what I like to drink. But today, what I want to show you is an experiment where if you may not have a fireplace, you may be able to recreate some of that beautiful log burning without the log. So let's go ahead and let's get started. For this experiment, if you want to try this at home, you need to make sure to have parental supervision. You'll also need some safety equipment. For example, a lab coat, some fire gloves, some goggles, or glasses like these right here, and for materials, a 9-volt battery, some steel wool, and a metal baking sheet. Now, let's go back to the science. You see, when logs are burning in fireplace, they're actually going through a chemical reaction. And this chemical reaction is called combustion. You may have heard that word before. Combustion means that there is a chemical reaction that's occurring. This chemical reaction usually means that there's a lot of energy that is thrown out where things get really, really hot. That's why when things combust, you tend to see fire. So if you look at this piece right here, this is a piece of wood, we tend to think that this piece of wood is something that easily lights on fire. It's pretty combustible. But if we look at my steel wool, for instance, this may not seem as combustible, but it definitely is. Let me show you. So let me tear a little piece off. Let's see here. I'm gonna put this piece on my baking sheet. There we go. That should do it. And I'm going to spread it out a little bit because for a combustion reaction to occur, you need 3 things. Do you know what those are? Well, if you need some help, the 3 things that you need is oxygen, you also need a fuel source, and heat. Now, we have oxygen in our atmosphere, so I don't think that'll be a problem. My fuel source is going to be this steel wool right here. And for heat, well, you may not think this is going to be a good heat source, but I promise you, it's going to be a great heat source. My 9-volt battery. So before I go any further, let me go ahead and put on some more safety equipment. Let me put on these fire gloves. There we go. Let me put on these goggles right here. Perfect. How do I look? I think I'm ready. So, once I have this in my hand, like I do now, I'm going to touch this to my steel wool. What do you think is going to happen? Well, there's only one way to know for sure. I have to try it. Are you ready? Here we go. Whoa, can you see that? Oh, wow. It looks amazing. Who would have thought that this could happen to steel? Now, you may be wondering, David, what just happened? You just touched your battery to the steel wool and it started glowing and burning. Remember, this type of reaction is a combustion reaction. Let me tell you what's going on. You see, my steel wool is really, really fine. This right here. And steel is actually a really good conductor of electricity. A conductor is something that is able to transport electricity very easily. So when I touched my 2 ends of my battery to this steel wool right here, it created an electric current. And when it created that current, it started heating up my steel really, really hot, almost to several hundred degrees Celsius. Yikes, that's scorching hot. And since it got so hot, it started combusting, creating that chemical reaction. But let me show you with the lights turned off so that you can really get that log in a fireplace effect. So let me turn off the lights and I'll be back. Whoa, pretty cool, right? Well, I hope you enjoyed my science demonstration today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye.